All right, so I just finished up my trading session for the day. It was actually a very short session for me. As you can see, I ended up making around $2,500 in total profit. I took one trade on gold. So we can see after commissions, this is my total P&L. The trade lasted 16 minutes and 47 seconds. So pretty short trade. And I was able to catch this very early in the day. It was basically right when the market opened. We saw a really nice setup appear right in front of our eyes, which is every trader's dream, right? I don't always get that. Sometimes I won't take a trade in a day. Sometimes it takes 3 hours. Today, it happened to be the first 10 minutes. So anyways, let's go and recap this trade. So if you guys don't know how I trade already, step number one, I'm always establishing what the trend is. If I use the surfer analogy, you can see that you'll never see a surfer go against the wave, right? They're going to go with the wave. They want to ride the wave. I see the market as the ocean and the wave as the trend, right? And as a trader, as a surfer, right, I want to ride with that wave, with that trend. So if we go over to the charts here, I traded gold today. So first thing I'm doing is I want to go to a 4-hour time frame. Look at the bigger picture. Now, if I zoom in here, we can see two different things. First thing is we can see we're still in a bearish market structure overall. You can see we're making lower highs and we're making lower lows. Now, this trend looks like it's starting to try to reverse. Based off yesterday, we bounced off the support pretty nice, but I still know that the bigger picture is a bearish structure. Now, we can also see that if I zoom in even more, right, the last two, or the two candles previous to the market opening, right, this is in pre-market, we had some nice green candles, right? These are Heikin Ashi candles on a 4-hour time frame. Now, Heikin Ashi, basically, you know, they just take the average of the past two candles and they factor in volume. But typically, when the color changes, we continue getting that color. Okay, so if we change the green, we tend to continue getting green. If we change the red, we tend to continue getting red candles, right? So I knew going into today, I want to focus on long setups, but I also know we also have a bearish structure, right? So that's a little conflicting, right? So basically when that happens, what I'll do is I know I want to focus on long setups, but I'm not going to hold my trade for new highs. I'm going to treat it more as a scalp, and that's exactly what I did. So once I know I want to focus on long and I also want to scalp the trade, I don't want to hold for new highs. Now I can go into the 5-minute time frame. Now I also want to see if the trend matches up on the 5-minute, right? We can see prior to the market opening, we're trading above the VWAP, we're trading above the EMA. And literally right when the market opened, we got this nice pullback to our VWAP, right? So my setup, I always wait for a pullback. I trade with the trend, but I'm waiting for that pullback. So once I saw that pullback, I basically went inside our Discord, and at 6:40 a.m. my time, I said, gold longs don't look bad here. And basically when I say this, I'm just waiting for my confirmations to actually appear for me to enter the trade. Okay, so anyways, if we go back here, once I kind of know the trend on the 5-minute, the 4-hour, now I can go to the 2-minute. This is where I actually get my entry confirmations to, you know, actually press buy and enter the trade. So that's pretty much step 2 is I'm waiting for this entry confirmation. Going back to the surfer analogy, the surfer doesn't have to take every wave. If you watch the surfing on the Olympics, right, you can see, you know, there's waves coming by them all the time, but a lot of them are waiting for that perfect wave, right? They're waiting for the best wave that they can actually ride and surf and get a nice set out of, right? Same thing as a trader. I don't want to enter a wave that might be choppy and stuff like that. And I want to actually find a wave that I can ride for a while, right? And I can actually hit my target. So this is where my entry confirmations come into place, right? My first entry confirmation, I want to see the 2-minute MACD cross. We got that pretty early on, right when the market opened. I'm also waiting for some volume to kick in. So if we go back here, we can see we had some nice volume kick in at the lows here. So this is where my stop loss would be if I entered this trade. Then I also want to look for a green Heikin Ashi bullish candle. So for me, that was these two candles. They had no wick at the bottom, fat bodies. So that's known as a more of a bullish Heikin Ashi candle. So I ended up entering this trade right after this candle closed at 24.32-ish. And basically, I've just put my stop right below the lows. Okay. Now, again, the reason I put it below lows, this is where I know that buyers could potentially defend my position. Okay. And you can see we got really close. Okay, we pulled back all the way down here. I literally had my stop at 30.4, just under the low, and we hit 30.6. So I was 1 or 2 ticks away from getting stopped out. You know, you can call that a little bit lucky, but again, I had a reason my stop loss was there. If it broke this area, to me, the trade would be invalidated. Luckily, we didn't. Buyers defended it right away. We got it bought up very aggressively, and as you can see, we eventually hit my target at 24.35. If you're wondering where I got this target, again, based on the bearish structure, right, going back to the 4-hour time frame, right? I knew that we're still in an overall bear structure, so I'm not trying to hold to new highs, even though that would have worked. Again, that just doesn't follow my system. So I always like to put my target just below the resistance area and also making sure it meets with my risk reward. So I had like a 1.5 to 1. So for me, that's plenty of risk reward for my scalp. I at least want a 1 to 1 when I do scalp my trades, and we ended up hitting the target. So that was it. As you can see, right at 708, I said fully out at 24.35. So anyways, that recaps my trading for the day. Super easy day. I was able to be done by 7:10 a.m. my time. I wake up at 6:30. So literally a 40-minute workday. Trading isn't always like that. Sometimes I won't see a setup the entire day. Sometimes it'll take 3 hours. Today, it happened to be within the first 10 minutes. We see a perfect setup appear right in front of our eyes. So super happy about this trade. I was able to make money. We had a lot of my students who were able to make money as well. So cool to see that. Also, guys, I want to let you know that our Inner Circle sale is still going on right now. Inside the Inner Circle, I trade live every single day on Zoom. So you'll see every trade I take. I also give trade ideas and alerts inside our private Discord channel. So that's this Discord channel. You'll see my trade ideas, and this is also where I put the link to join me to trade live. So again, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday. So if you want to join us inside the Inner Circle, I'm actually running a sale for July. It's 50% off your first month. If you want to join us and trade with me live every single day, just go to the first link in the description below this video. Use the coupon code July for 50% off your first month at the checkout to secure in that deal before the month ends. Obviously, the coupon code is going to expire then. So anyways, if you guys are interested, hit that first link in the description or just head over to this link right here. With that being said, guys, I look forward to closing out this month. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. Don't give up all your gains on the last day. Sometimes it's better just to not trade the last day of the month, especially tomorrow. We have FOMC at 2 p.m. Eastern time, so that can make the market a little weird. So I'll probably play a little bit more defensively tomorrow. We're going to see what the market looks like. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I look forward to trading with you guys tomorrow morning, and I will go ahead and see you then.